It was the battle in Bozeman, the melee in Montana. House GOP candidate Greg Gianforte has been cited for misdemeanor assault after attacking a reporter, Ben Jacobs, who had put a recorder up to his face and started asking questions. Double G said, "Not right now," but Jacobs persisted. Sounds like Jesse. What happened? What happened next? Alert your ears.
You were waiting to make your decision about health care until you saw the bill and it just came out. And what you thought
we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the act
speak
right
with
now.
Shane, please.
But you don't.
Sick and tired of you guys. The last guy that came in here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The last guy did the same thing. You were the guardian.
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
The last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
Get the hell out of here.
If you'd like me to get the hot up here, I'd also like to call the police. Can I get you guys' names?
Hey, you gotta leave.
He just body slammed me.
You gotta leave.
So it sounds kind of bad. How bad? The sheriff's office said there's probable cause to issue a citation, but the injuries didn't meet felony assault. So normally you'd blame the GOP candidate for his actions. That's what adults do. We assign blame to those responsible. We're not babies or Belgians.
No.
But the media, you know who they're going to blame. Rhymes with Trump.
A guy assaults a reporter, which I guess shouldn't be too surprising in an age of Trump, where he calls the press enemy of the people. These reckless words have consequences.
There is a cost to continually berating the media. You create an atmosphere in which these people are not treated like human beings. And although I'm sure the president did not intend for this particular candidate to do this, that is the end effect when you begin behaving that way. The fish rots from the head. The tone of the politics of the country is set by the president of the United States.
What does Donald Trump have anything to do with what this candidate did? Let's hold this candidate for responsible.
They're the fake people back there. They're horrible people. They're the enemy of the American people. If you think that doesn't have anything to do with it, then you are sadly mistaken, my friend.
He puts the Don in donkey. Now, what's funny, using their logic, they could now be blamed if anyone attacked President Trump. They've gone full-blown THD, Trump hysteria disorder. Obviously, GG did wrong. He lost his temper, and you don't throw people to the ground, including even reporters. But you also don't blame Trump. He can't be at fault for everything. Oh, my God, my soup is cold. Blame Trump. Holy crap, I have a zit. Blame Trump. Oh, no, I'm getting fat. It's Trump's fault. By the way, that last one is real. Barbra Streisand once said the Trump presidency made her gain weight. Then Lena Dunham said it caused her to lose weight. Make up your minds, you bunch of babies. Fact is, you can blame Trump for anything, including breaking some guy's glasses in Montana, while Trump's thousands of miles away in Brussels. You got to say, that's what I call reach. All right, Jesse, couldn't we blame all the disruptions in college on the left-wing liberal media, on CNN, on MSNBC? We could just blame away.
I'd like to do that, as a matter of fact. That's what I like to do.
Why don't you try?
Think about it. I mean, the media has called Trump Hitler for a year and said that he needs to be actively resisted. And then what happened? Madonna said she wants to blow up the White House. De Niro said he wants to punch the president. And the left wing's been running wild, burning things down. A woman the other day actually tried to run her congressman off the road because he voted to repeal Obamacare. Was that the media's fault? No. So Trump says fake news, and now all of a sudden some guy gets in trouble in Montana. Listen, I feel sorry for the victim. And I do want to say, I know this kind of is me going out on a limb, beating up reporters is not the right thing to do. If Jesse Waters knows that, I think it's true.
You really have grown.
I'm not sure, haven't I?
Such maturation here. It's unbelievable. It's only been a month.
It might not last.
Can I just say this one thing? If somebody broke my glasses, that would be a situation. I think.
Well, your glasses are quite attractive and probably also expensive.
Probably the nerdiest thing you could probably say. I mean, about your glasses being broken.
But in all seriousness,
that's what I was going to prevent you from saying.
That is nerdist. That is nerdist. Everybody here.
I already said I feel sorry for the guy who didn't deserve deserve it, but come on.
If Gigi had broken my glasses, Gigi would have a really bad black eye.
Anybody notice anyone else who has GG initials? Or
No, that's the other issue, Kimberly. I'm glad you brought that up. You know, GG, but that name has been harmed by this. I'm a practitioner of nonviolence. So
are you trying to create a case for yourself?
Yes, I am. Well, Kimberly, now that you started talking.
Perfect. I'm KG, by the way.
KG, and you are KG. So the media is acting like this is a huge outrage. We kind of know that this guy lost his temper. You see that every day in life. It just so happens it's a Republican and a reporter. So, oh, my God, the world is ending. Stop huffing. She's huffing.
Shaking my head at you.
She's like this.
I agree with Dana's head shake.
I don't even have to say anything.
It spoke volumes.
Well, you know what I'm saying is that people lose their temper. The guy, you know, all the time. It's just that the two variables involved make it a big deal.
I think we're missing the story here. The real reason why the media is blaming Donald Trump is because he did the robocall for this for Gianforte, and he didn't denounce him.
Yeah.
Well, but listen, he's far away right now. He doesn't have time for all these long-distance calls and denouncements. But on a serious note, really, what does this have to do with President Trump? Anything that happens, they want to try and attribute it and say that it's his fault and castigate him for it. Was this wrong? What happened? Absolutely. Talk about choking. Why did this guy do this when he was doing well and then he just loses it?
Yep.
Obviously, he's got some kind of problem. Tell it like it is.
Exactly.
Why you don't just like body slam, break glasses? I mean, it's nonsense. I think what you get away with this, not even in second grade.
Yeah.
Okay, in the playground, but he's doing this. It's conduct unbecoming. So then it's a question in terms of whether or not, you know, he's suitable to be able to serve. People make mistakes. They have tempers. I get it. Believe me, people make mistakes. But nevertheless, in terms of just like blowing this completely out of proportion to say that it lands on the steps of the Oval and that this is the fault of Donald Trump, wow, that is such a reach.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Dana, you can't agree with that guy in that morning show. Morning Steve. Let's go, Morning Steve. It's that guy Steve with the funny hair. But no, but you have to admit that the media is so into this anti-Trump world.
Oh, I agree with that.
They've fallen into this absurd
world. That's not what I was shaking my head about. I think that this guy, if you are running to be a representative of our democracy and you can't answer a question about the Congressional Budget Office without losing your temper and like assaulting somebody and throwing them to the ground, you've got a serious problem. But blaming President Trump for it would be like saying any Democrat that cheated on their spouse, that was a direct result because of what Bill Clinton did.
I say
Hillary Clinton in the White House.
I've heard that.
And I've made that exact point.
Exactly. And then the whole point about blaming presidents. Remember the whole hashtag Thanks Obama?
Yes.
Like, it became like a joke. So any president's going to get the blame about anything. Obama, he blamed President Bush for like 4 years and it became a big joke. But here's the worst part about this story for me. Their spokesperson, the spokesperson for the candidate, lied about what happened and put out a statement saying something completely that didn't happen.
You blame the
on paper. They put it out there, and they actually, there's eyewitnesses. They happen to work for Fox News. And Alicia Acuna says, this is what I saw happen. She has 3 other witnesses. And this is what I think is really bad. You think that you can actually lie about what happened and get away with it? Now, he's probably going to win tonight. Fine. You know, here comes another winner to Washington, D.C.
Well, I mean, if you beat up a reporter in Montana, your poll numbers might go up.
Well, that's exactly could be what happened. But
not that I think that's okay.
In the words of Donald Trump, he's a loser. He beats up.
He should call him a loser.
Punching
loser.
All right. Well, I think, you know what? Let's not descend to the level of name callers.
Donald Trump?
No. Let's just anybody in particular.